Standard 9th, Subject English, Book Beehive. Good morning, students. Today we are going to do the poetry Wind written by Subramanya Bharati. Actually, this poetry it is written in Tamil language and it is translated by A.K. Ramanujan. So don't get confused. The poet of this poetry is Subramanya Bharati and the translator is A.K. Ramanujan. So let us start with the introduction of the poet Subramanya Bharati. Subramanya Bharati was an outstanding Indian writer of the nationalist period who is regarded as the father of the modern Tamil style. He was not only a writer but a poet, journalist, Indian independence activist, a social reformer, and a polyglot. So, the meaning of polyglot is a person who knows and is able to use several languages. So, he used to know many languages. Subramanya Bharati became a Tamil scholar at an early age. He received little formal education. However, in 1904, he moved to Madras, which is recently known as Chennai. There, he translated English into Tamil for several magazines and later joined the Tamil daily newspaper Swadeshamitran. Bharati's best known works include Kannan Paattu, that means Songs of Krishna, Panjali Shabadam, that means Panjali's vow, and Kuil Paat, which means Cuckoo's song. So let us start our poetry, Wind. Wind, come softly, don't break the shutters of the windows, don't scatter the papers, don't throw down the books on the shelf. In the first part of the poetry, the poet is having a direct address to the wind. So he is requesting the wind to come gently and softly. So he is having a direct conversation with the wind. So as we all know, wind is a natural phenomenon. So it occurs naturally. So here when the wind is coming, the poet is requesting the wind that the wind should come softly. And the poet is also requesting the wind that when you are coming, just don't break the shutters of the window, don't scatter papers, or don't throw down the books which are kept on the shelf. So you just come very softly and gently so you won't create or have any destruction. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. So, although the poet is requesting the wind to blow gently, but it is not accepting the poet's plea. And the wind blows violently and causes destruction everywhere. The wind breaks down the weak window shutters and it also scatters the papers and books which are kept on the shelf. So not only the destruction which it caused in the house, but also it brings rain. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings, frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. So here the poet addresses the wind and just tells the wind that you are very clever and you like to make fun of the weaklings. Weaklings means weak people or things. So whatever in front of the wind, weak things are there, the wind likes to make fun of all those things. So the poet is mentioning that in front of the wind there were crumbling houses, and as the wind blows, what happens? The crumbling house, it all comes down. So the doors which are weak, that also it breaks. Crumbling rafters. Rafter means in small huts and all, the roof is made up of that small that beams of wood. So that beams also, sometimes with the destructive nature of the wind blows and breaks all those rafts. So the poet is mentioning, so not only the things, but if the human beings, they are weak from their bodies, they can also be harmed by the wind. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. So, as I mentioned earlier, in the first portion of the poetry, the poet is having a direct conversation, or we can say that the poet is addressing the wind. Now in the second portion, now he is having a direct address with his readers, that means we all people, so we are the readers. So he is telling us what to do. So he is telling the wind god winnows and crushes them also. In the previous lines we have seen that whatever weak things it comes in front of the wind, it destroys everything, destroys the house, destroys the doors, everything. So according to the poet, he mentions that the wind god, it likes to make fun on the weak people or the weak things. So what we should do, we should build strong homes, so that when the house becomes strong, the wind will not be able to destroy it. Let's join the doors firmly. So the poet tells us that instead of being weak, let's make firm doors. Not only doors and house, we should make our body also strong, so that wind will not be able to do any harm to us. Make the heart steadfast. So the last line of this paragraph, it means that you should make your heart steadfast. So it represents that whatever decision you are taking, you should be unmoved to your decision. So here in reality, the poet wants to convey us about our strong willpower which we should have. He is just referring to us that we should make a strong decision. So in way, whatever difficulties are coming, we should not be waved by all that thing. Whatever destructive form it is coming in front of us, we should not become weak. We should face them all with bold attitude as well as with being strong. So he tells from this last line that make the heart steadfast. So whatever decision you are taking, you should be making that unmoved, so that whatever difficulties will be coming towards you, as you are being firm, the difficulties will go away. Do this and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Here, the poet suggests us to be mentally and physically strong. The wind likes to make fun on the weaklings. So the poet mentions that wind blows out small and weak fires. but the strong fires, it flourishes with the help of the wind. This you all know scientifically also. When the fire gets oxygen, it will become more strong. So, if we remain strong in front of the wind, then the strong wind will be our friend and we will be praising him instead of cursing him for the destruction which he has created every day. So, in short, in this poem, the wind gives us strength to face the challenges. The poet Subramanya Bharati has advised us to be strong in mind and body. The wind will be our friend when we are strong. Here, wind represents the difficulties and challenges that we all face and go through our lives. We should face our challenges bravely and with courage. We have to be strong when there are difficulties in life so that we can face them strongly and with courage. Home assignment. Write down the questions and answer of the poetry given on page number 31 in your notebook. I hope you all understood this poetry. Thank you for watching this video.